Lick me it.
Sure.
Oh yeah, lick me, yeah.
Lick me, that's right, lick me all over.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Canada Guns, episode 22, Dank memes and 50 cal dreams. I am your host, the Kroger.
They can't
now you guys get to go whatever. If somebody say something.
Something.
Hi.
Something. Hello. Something.
Hey, I'm Andrew, and I don't have to work
cards.
fucking Mosenbolt. Jesus.
Andrew, you're a mess. Like, come on.
Who else is
Hey,
here?
fuck off.
I can do that shit with my eyes closed. Andrew, look at it. There's a video in the description. You want to fix it, eh?
Yes, hold on now.
All right. So
My hands
yeah,
are full of fucking
there's
buttons.
Andrew. He can't put on a bolt. Then there's Janner. Then there's Adriel. And there's Patino. Clement's over there, standing looking sexy as fuck. But we have a new guest today.
Oh, who's gonna send me that link for the AR parts?
Hey Ryan.
I'll put
Why don't you introduce yourself? Now you're presenting to everybody.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan from the Watchstalls online department. I'm the one who puts your dank memes in your packages and wraps everything up and answers most of the phone calls. I'm happy to be here.
Whoa, where do you work?
Pardon me?
Where do you work?
At Watchstalls in BC.
One stalls. What the hell is that?
It's a come on, man. What?
We just had this conversation.
Yeah, well,
Thank you for making the right questions.
And you're
as
calling
most
me a
of you guys probably know, we're our firearm store in Maple Ridge. So like the 1% who might not know us.
Yeah.
I just burned
You got
myself.
some good shit, man. You got some good shit.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Fucking
try pretty hard.
Endorsement from Andrew.
All right, so tell us, Ryan, what is the dankest request you've had?
Dankest request. Well, I haven't had one that goes as the most dank so far. I mean, typically we just have guys who say like, "Oh, so I like spicy paypays. Can you send me some of your spiciest paypays or like your dankest memes?" And I actually have a folder on my computer at work, and it's called Dank Memes, and I have like a bunch of folders inside that folder, and so each customer won't get the same memes twice. I mean, everyone gets a unique experience, kind of thing. And it all started like a month ago when somebody requested like some memes, so I just kind of made it a thing. And then I guess he posted it on CGN or he posted it on Reddit, and it kind of caught on. And then basically once a day we're getting an order that says, "Can you please send me some spicy memes?" So I'm like, "Sure, man." So I was talking serious? To I'm not kidding. It's hilarious. Like it's caught on. And then
you know what? I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I did make that request from True North Arms about a month ago.
Oh yeah.
They sent me that spicy dick butt holding that AR-15.
I think I saw that like a month ago. Yeah.
I wonder if it's because of that.
I feel like it all started just recently because like I've been browsing the subreddit for a long time, and like you never really saw that until like, the last month or so when I think either True North Farms did it first or like Wolverine did it, and everyone's requesting me for them, and so my boss is happy because like whatever, he's like, as long as sales go up, memes go up, I don't care, man. Send that.
I mean, oh my god!
Everybody wins.
I honestly
So now,
can't believe it.
Part of my job is just like to browse like 4chan and find like the juiciest payfays I can find and like save them. It's awesome. You guys pay me to go on Reddit all day now. So.
I can't believe it. Oh, I mean, I will take credit on lowering the entire quality of the subreddit just by participating on it. That's awesome. That is awesome. So you sent some dank memes to Janner there, right?
Did it actually?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I hope you liked them.
They're awesome. You took the time to print out stickers.
Yeah, man.
Printed meme stickers.
It's quality stuff, my friend.
Fantastic. I ordered a bunch of stuff from a bunch of different people because I'm putting together a 3-gun shotgun.
Oh, nice.
And I'm not going to name any names, but the one outfit I sent to, I put in all the comments. Just like I like dank memes or sending memes. Yeah. This one guy replied back. He said, "I have no idea what that is. But if you don't like the order, please tell us before you post this
online." Ryan, you guys are in with the meme crowd. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Oh my god, that's incredible. What else? Tell us some other deliciously spicy stories.
Well, sometimes I mean like this has happened twice where someone has requested me to draw him something. So the first guy requested me to draw him a picture of a chicken riding a snowmobile. And so I literally drew him a chicken riding a snowmobile, and I had the chicken have 2 AKs in each hand, is firing them off like crazy. And he actually put it into our CGN.
Did you take the most scared drawing the AKs?
Oh yeah, most scariest, angriest rifles possible. I had to, be authentic and whatnot and make it intimidating to the regular person. But the person loved it, and he put it into our Gun Nuts forum there, so that caught on. And then another guy wanted me to draw him a Tyrannosaurus Rex in Vietnam. And so I did, and so I drew him like helicopters in the background. I had like a Born to Kill helmet on top of a big dinosaur holding like a minigun. But then he didn't post it on CG or anything, so that one was kind of like a lost talent. And I think I have pictures of them on my phone from way back then, but I can't really dig through that right now. But I try to draw, and I just try to answer whatever request a customer sends us. Even though some number is ridiculous, I'm more than happy to sit down and just actually draw something. Like during my lunch break or whatever to make it cool.
That's amazing. I can't believe you get paid to do dank shit.
Yeah, man, it's awesome.
So are you in charge of the shipping there?
Yeah, it's me.
How do you guys ship so fast? No exaggeration. I ordered 3 packages from 3 different places in BC. I live in Alberta.
Yeah.
I got yours yesterday, and I ordered yours a day later than everyone else. Everyone else, they haven't even shipped it yet. I'm just getting the notifications now. I've ordered like stocks and other stuff from you guys. I'm always blown away how fast you guys ship. So good job, I guess I'm saying.
I think we just have a pretty efficient system set up. So for online, we only have 3 guys running it. It's me, Tyson, and Gary. So what happens is we typically have about 30 orders a day or so on average, and we're from like 25 to 30 a day. And so I primarily actually wrap them up and ship them off, and then Gary and Tyson, for the most part, man the phones and take care of some of the social media and the website. But it's really just having items close at hand. So like right beside my shipping room, I have the vault that has all the guns. I just print off the invoice, see what he wants, run and grab it, and then for the most part, I'm able to pick and ship everything in the same day, because we try to have things shipped off the same day you're ordered. The only time where you can't get something shipped the same day is if you buy it like around 2 p.m. BC time, because that's when Canada Post kind of shows up. So we just work pretty hard, and all of us have a job to do there, and then everything is well organized, so we try to get things out same day as often as we can, essentially.
No, I'm always blown away how fast stuff arrives from you guys.
I appreciate that. We work pretty hard for it.
Yeah, man. I remember you guys had a deal on a Savage Mark II, just like the plain Jane ones. And it was like $150, and I was just floored by it, because it was you had it off by like $100, free shipping, so it was like $199 free shipping. And then right around that time, Savage had that rebate for $50 off, so I got that rifle for $150 about 3 years ago.
Nice.
And you guys had it in my door in a couple of days. It was nuts.
Yeah. And I think it just goes to our system in terms of how it's organized, right? I mean, like, so all three of us have a job to do. We all know exactly where things are in the store, and we just run and get it, and we're basically done, essentially. It's just a system we stick by kind of thing. Invoices, they get lost anywhere. Just like they all go in the same pile. We have like dozens of different bins, like for like incoming, like outgoing completed orders. We have like transfer bins, completed transfers, hold shipments, pending shipments. We just try to keep it down to a T. That way, everyone gets the speed of service that we strive for, and then we're relatively well organized all the time.
Right on, right on. Now here's an important question. What gaming headset is that?
This is actually Razer Kraken, I think it is. I bought it.
Garbage.
I just bought it because it has fancy lights. It's actually relatively comfortable.
Same I have here. Look at that shit. Same one.
Hey, right on, buddy. Right, so Razer
I
buddies
bought
out
mine because
here.
they were 30 like 30 odd bucks at the store I work at.
Razor's crap.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like I said, 30 bucks.
100%. But then for $30, I mean, like, it's not bad. I had a Logitech headset before, and I liked it, and it was super comfy. But then the plastic was super cheap, and it kept breaking. So
yeah, that's probably.
swapped over to
Well,
some
that's why
kind of
you buy a metal one. That doesn't.
You guys are
Nice.
funny. I have like 7-year-old Turtle Beaches.
Hey man, they work. They
Metal
work,
bitch is
right?
like the worst.
7 years ago, they seemed to work fine. I used to get really, really, really angry Xbox Live messages for people accusing me of cheating when I was just sound
Oh
whoring.
yeah.
Sound whoring was the shit.
Xbox Live.
Oh yeah. So like, you guys, you're wall hacking. It's like, no, dude, I just hear your footsteps. But we're digressing. Ryan.
Yep.
2 questions. Number 1. Where and what is your closest available firearm? You have to have a firearm for the show right here, right now.
I came a little bit prepared.
Oh yeah.
This is my Type 97 with my Bushnell TRS 25 on it.
That's
It's just a standard
buddy.
Jimmy handle, but I love this firearm. So I got it super cheap at work, as you probably know, and I haven't had any problems with it since I've had it. I've probably put, well, actually not that many rounds, maybe 500 rounds through it, and I was skeptical because some people were saying like they were having feeding and injection issues, and then some guy was saying, oh, his blew up on him or something like that. But I yet to have a problem. I tried several kinds of ammo. I tried this at cheap Barnell. I've tried UMC and Federal, but I've had no issues, and they all seem the same. So I try to keep it cheap wherever I can.
Are you a lefty?
No, I'm definitely a right-handed guy, but
Okay.
My camera might be changed around kind of.
I see. Yeah.
That's some Aegis Supreme there, man. Type 9.
You cannot shoot this gun if you're lefty because you get brass in your teeth. It would not go very
right here,
well.
right here.
Yeah.
I caught one in the grill.
Yeah, I know.
Caught one in the grill.
I would buy some Chinese stuff.
Right. Really quickly, Steve. Hi.
Hey.
We hear you. We see you. That's good. Now go to the left-hand side. Open up your Hangout toolbox and get your lower third up. Okay.
Lower third. What does that mean?
That's like the tagline at the bottom of our names.
Yeah.
So, go over there. Am I pointing to the right side? Go over there.
Yeah.
There's like a hangout toolbox thing over there. And then go to this side, and then you can set up this lower third right here.
Is that
Oh,
good?
man.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, next question for Ryan.
Mhm.
What is the dankest gun you guys have at the store?
The dankest gun, it's like the coolest gun, most viable gun.
Oh yeah.
Well, we got the house
have
of 1911s, and so we do have some crazy Wilson Combat super grades in. It's basically it's like a $7,000 1911. It's absolutely insane. It's a bit too expensive for me, but if I one day have the money, I probably would get one. But just like it's such a big thing. It's like holding this like a Remington R1 in your hand, and then in your left hand you have this Wilson Combat, and the Remington by itself, it's already a pretty nice 1911. Then when you hold the Wilson Combat, it's basically like night and day. Like it's just so smooth. Everything just feels incredibly crisp and responsive. So I haven't shot one yet, but we do have a range day, I think once a year or something like that. And we try to take some of the guys out and try out some of the fun guns we have. So that's definitely the coolest handgun we have. We also have a golden 44 Magnum, what's it called?
Deagle.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, sorry, I was having my part there, yeah.
Well, I think literally every store that I've walked into that has any kind of tactical, catering has on the shelf a fucking golden Deagle, because somebody's gonna buy it. It's one of these.
Oh
days.
yeah, totally.
There's one where the shop I go to, they've got one. It's gold camo.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take a pic next time I go out. It's crazy.
That gives you a +5.
Your
headshot
store
multiplier.
did have an FN FAR rifle, but it's sold.
The FNARs?
Yeah, FN FAR.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, those things move pretty fast.
Very nice.
Canuck, thank you for linking me that video of yourself, because I finally got the fucking thing done. I don't even
Did my
understand.
video help you, Andrew? Did my video help you?
Yes, it did. I don't even understand how I fucked it up, but like it somehow got fucked up when I put it away and then when I took it out between those 2 times. I don't even know.
I know how. You're an idiot.
Thanks, Crover. Appreciate it. I can always count on Crover to be my friend when I need one.
You're less skilled than a Russian conscript who would run that rifle.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, you fell through and your face is still here. That's cool.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But you're still here.
Oh well.
I don't know what the hell happened.
We have a duplicate. There
Yeah,
are
we
now
have
2
Double
Steves.
Steve.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Okay. Ryan.
Oh,
That
Right, is
safety
that
cap.
worth it for that lower $800?
I think so. I mean, like, they are pretty nice.
How's the trigger?
I mean, like, have you seen the Colt Diamaco fully assembled AR-15s before? We used to have a couple of them that were fully assembled and ready to go for sale. They were pretty nice. I mean, I think they were some of the nicest AR-15s we've had in the store in a little while. We had one upstairs for a few weeks that Emmy attached a Trijicon scope onto it, and it was so badass to hold, and the trigger is actually pretty good in those things. So,
pretty good.
I can't recall. So by my standards, are pretty good. I mean, and I have held quite a few AR-15s in the store, and I've tried them all out whenever I have downtime. So I think it's definitely up there. Trying to think. I think, like, for getting a lower receiver, that's the grade to go. I think that's probably one of the better options out there. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything for the same price range that's going to give you that kind of quality.
It does come everything, which I like.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's just ready to go. Just slap on an upper and you're rocking your one, basically.
Yeah, because I'll add my own rail handguard and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I would love to have one that has like Magpul furniture on it. I have the biggest boner for Magpul accessory. I think it looks so good in ours. Is my logo backwards in your guys' screen too, or am I just being?
It just looks like that on your screen. If you open up the toolbox, right next to the button on the right hand side that says on, there's a square with an arrow. Click that, and you'll see the image like everybody else sees the image.
Okay, let me have a look over here. Toolbox. Okay. Squares.
Yeah, right next to the on switch.
Oh, there we go. Thank goodness. I was like, oh my god, like, has my logo been backwards this entire time? Like, who is this Ryan guy? He's like in Russian. His name's in Russian or something.
All right, so that 50 cal. Tell me why I should buy that ammo can full of explosives for that 50 cal.
All right. So basically, Lonswell's had in partnering with the company Sure Shot. They're a local Canadian company, and they make basically tannerite. And we had a little promotion going on where if you buy a 10-pack case of their regular Sure Shot, you get your name put into a draw to win the Bushmaster 50 BMG rifle we have in the store right now. The rifle is about $7,500 in value, so and then the 10-pack case costs $100. And we're only selling about 500 tickets total. And so you basically, worst case, you have a 1 in 500 chance to get your name drawn for this rifle. And of course, the more cases you buy, the more names you can be put into the box. I saw one customer upstairs like 2 weeks ago. A guy, he has a lot of money and he literally bought 20 cases. And I'm like, all right, man, so that's $2,000 of tannerite you're picking up. He's like, yep. And I'm like, all right, well, good luck to you. I really hope you win after you've invested that. But then we're all laughing. Like, you know, at that point, you might as well drop $5,000 more and buy the gun out. Right, that way you guarantee get the gun. But whatever, we're pretty happy with that. So, yeah, so we sold quite a few so far. We haven't, of course, sold out. We have quite a few for sale still. And it's definitely worth picking up because you never know if we'll draw your name. We basically have like a big surplus ammo tin at the back counter. We're just dropping the names inside. And then I think it's November 3rd, I think it is, so basically close to election day for the U.S. We're just going to draw a name and call a guy up, hey, you won your 50 BMG, come pick it up kind of thing. Or do you want to have it shipped to you if you want to do that? So it's pretty cool, man. People are very excited about it.
A 50 cal. That's a box fed rifle, right? And it's a bolt action?
Yeah, bolt action. It's a left-handed bolt action box fed rifle.
That sounds pretty useful, left-handed.
Yeah, you know what? I heard that it's simply left-handed so that right-handed shooters can keep their shoulder on the stock and then they just work the bolt with their left hand. Since, I mean, they're not gonna be like picking this the rifle up with their left hand at all.
Exactly.
So you might as well use the hand to just actuate the action.
Because like for a gun like that, like you're going to be shooting that from prone from a bench basically, right? So like you wouldn't be walking around the bush. I mean, like I guess you could walk around the bush with it, but I wouldn't recommend it because, you know, if you see a deer, you probably blow it in half or something like that, right? And it would be very practical for not shooting from a bench.
Speak for yourself. I want to kill the deer at the next hill over.
Just get all the deer going up in a row.
While he's killing it.
I have a question for you. If I were to buy a lower from there, do I have to be part of a range? Or can I just buy it as long as it's a restricted license? That
is actually a restricted firearm, believe it or not. It's kind of silly. It's kind of funny. It's really funny, yeah. So you do have to have a gun club unless you're from Ontario. And Ontario people, of course, don't have to have one. They're pretty lucky.
Oh, thank God. Yes, I could buy it.
Yes, if you're Ontario, you're good to go. Just give us your PAL number and we'll verify it. And then we'll do a transfer. And then we're good to go, man.
Well, I'm going to save up. I think I'm just going to save up and buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey guys, look, there's a guy a kilometer away. I'm gonna hit him with my Mosin.
Hey man, you got volley sights. You gotta lob that shit over.
Yeah. Oh my fuck.
Do you have the hex receiver Mosin, or is that the round receiver?
Nah. Okay, I'll tell you when I bought this Mosin. I didn't buy the hex receiver because this was their third best one they had in the store, because the two best ones were hex receiver ones. They were charging $100 more, and they didn't have matching parts. This third best one has all matching parts. So
that's what you want.
That's what I figured I'd go with, and I'm not too tore up about the hex receiver for an extra $100.
Have you grouped it yet?
Haven't fucking shot it yet. I haven't had a chance.
Oh, wait till you shoot that thing. I thought you were waiting for a surprise.
Oh, come on, man.
You better wear a shoulder pad, man. Wear a shoulder pad.
I was shooting my buddies in the infield. This is not that bad.
You're skin and bones. Wear a shoulder pad.
Andrew, I mean, you look like you're like 110 pounds soaking wet with a dildo inside of you. You probably want to wear a pad.
You don't have to wear a pad, man. It's going to hurt. I'm telling you.
No, shoot it on the bench. Or prone, if you can.
I already fucking shot my buddy's Lee Enfield standing like 6 times.
Yeah, but Lee Enfield's nice to shoot, though.
I don't know what it is about the Lee Enfield, but it doesn't shoot as shit as the
Mosin.
Or rather, I don't know what it is about the Mosins, but they shoot like shit.
Okay, are you saying that they got a lot of recoil, or are you saying I know they got a lot of recoil, but like
but they hurt though. They're
bad recoil. Bad recoil.
So a Lee Enfield's recoil is actually better than a Mosin's recoil.
Oh yeah, way better.
Really?
Wear a shoulder pad, man. I'm telling you. I'm giving you advice right now.
Actually, I'll go grab the one that I had on my Mosin for the longest time.
Oh, one of those slip-ons.
It freaking hurts.
Okay.
I mean, like, okay, so if you go prone with it, yeah, I mean, that sucks. And if you wear like a thin T-shirt and you go to the range and you're going off the bench, it'll beat you up after a while. If you're standing, it's fine. It's just the stock and the butt pad on it is steel. The fact that it's fucking sharp.
Yeah, exactly.
Edges on it, and it'll start to like not cut you, but it'll start to like
it definitely bruise you.
Marks. Yeah,
I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, because after like 60 rounds with that, man, you're like, you start to feel it. Well, that's me. I don't know about you.
You're gonna have a pretty bruised shoulder after about 60 rounds. I mean, like it just pushes into you. It's like a thin purple bruise on your shoulder after a bit. But it's definitely a fun gun to shoot. It's one of my favorite guns that I own. I was pretty lucky with mine because I bought it a couple years ago before I worked at Watchstalls from there, and then they found me a hex receiver that was all matching parts, was in great shape with no nicks or anything on it. And I think I paid about $239 for it at the time, which is
that's not bad. For a hex receiver like that.
You can port the barrel too. You just drill a hole right through it, and it ports it really nicely.
This one was too even, and the only nick on it is that one right there. Yeah, you can kind of see it is that little tiny spot right there.
That's a nice one in that rifle. You got a couple of good cartouches and shit and stampings on it too.
And there's a couple spots like that where it's kind of rubbed off, but other than that, it's a really nice.
Andrew, so this is what you want. This is a decelerator. Okay. A Packmeyer decelerator slip-on.
Yeah.
The small size fits over the Mosin buttstock perfectly, no wiggling, and it not only does it lessen the shit recoil it has, but it actually makes the length of pull decent if you're not like a 5 foot nothing starving Russian conscript. It really does. Like this is like 30 or 40 bucks, I think. And honestly, I have this one and a medium-sized one. And if somebody's nagging and saying that there's got too much recoil, this or that, like a shotgun or something, I put this thing on them and it shuts them the fuck up.
Run that by me one more time. I'll just write it down.
Just Amazon it.
Yeah, look at that. Packmeyer decelerator slip-on pad. Look at the goddamn screen, Ron. God damn it, Andrew.
I can't read it. It says.
Just look for Mosin slip-on pad on eBay or Amazon or something like that. You'll find it.
They'll type it for you. Jesus Christ.
There we go.
I think they're on Amazon. Just Google Maxi pad and store a case of those.
You should also buy one of those Amazon NC Star muzzle brakes. Just clamp it on and work just fine. If it shakes, it's okay. It's supposed to rattle a bit, You'll get worked in, no problem, buddy.
Yeah. It rattles a little bit. That dissipates the gases better. Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
There. I just sent it to you, Andrew. Good.
Thank you, Clover. I very much appreciate that.
Hey, jelly beans. I forgot I had these guys. Cool. Okay, Ryan. What would you say is the gun you guys sell the most?
That depends. I mean, for example, like there's been times we've brought a certain firearm in and it sells like in one day. Like when we had the Chiappa 44 mag takedowns, those things just went like basically like we'd sell over 10 a day.
Wait. The weatherproof ones, the silver ones?
Yeah, those ones. Yeah, the 12-inch barrel. Those ones are just like those things sell so
like $1,500.
Yeah, those things are all selling like in the same day, basically. I remember we had the first shipment, like I think 2 or 3 months ago, and then they all sold out in about a week, and that was about maybe 30 guns. And then we had a surprise shipment of about like maybe 10 more, and those sold out in one afternoon. I basically went on the same CGM thread and said, "Hey guys, we have some back in stock. Here's a link," and they were gone like that same night. Like,
so what is this?
Incredibly popular.
It was I'll let you say because you probably know it better than I do.
Yeah, so it's like a Chiappa 44 mag takedown. It's a lever action rifle. It's a 12-inch barrel. It's really, really nice. There's a fiber optic front sight in there. I can probably put a picture in the chat, maybe.
Why send us a link of the from your store?
Sure.
No, there's
yeah.
And
So
I want to see it still. I want to see it.
Yeah, I mean those guns are neat, and Chiappa makes a hell of a good clone of those Model 92s.
Yeah,
if you want a lever action that is true to John Moses' design, so it doesn't have that shit crossbolt safety of the Marlins or the Winchesters, it's those ones. I had a Chiappa, but because of the ammunition, the point of impact on mine changed from each box of ammo depending on the manufacturer, and it was all over the place. But I think now I'm thinking about buying another one of those again. Because I can reload for 357, and I can probably tighten up my groups that way.
That looks pretty sweet.
Looks thin.
Yeah, they're small guns, man.
Yeah.
They are small guns. But the one that Ryan just
cool bush gun.
Yeah, I'll put it on the chat so that everybody can actually see it.
That's pretty nice. You can tell it's good work. $1,500.
That's not the exact same
model. These things have. Yeah.
So okay, 12-inch barrel. Is that one of those weird workarounds where you can have a 12-inch barrel and have it be non-restricted? That is non-restricted, right? Or is
it's a manual action, Andrew.
Right. Yes.
So you can take that thing out in the bush. It's a very popular bear gun. Most customers saying, "Yeah, this would be a great gun to go ATVing in," and just put it in your back. And we even sold these Voodoo Tactical Scabbards that actually fit them. I think they were meant for like the mare's legs, but then you just put them in your side of your leg and go ATVing or dirt biking out in the bush, essentially.
Honestly, I'd rather have on my leg.
Yeah, so that gun is very, very popular. Another very popular gun that has sold consistently would be the FNAR, that semi-automatic 308. We've had both the heavy barrel variation and the light barrel. Both of them sold quite quickly.
Those like $1,200, right? $1,200.
I think they're about $1,349. I think they are right now.
Yeah, those are the most accurate rifles today.
Yeah, they're pretty accurate. I haven't taken one out myself, but I've only heard positive praise from my customers about them.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
And then they also have AR parts in them too, and they're still non-restricted, so it's quite nice.
Oh yeah.
So what do they have for AR parts? Like what are the AR parts?
The trigger, I'm pretty sure that's the trigger group, and that's one thing. That's probably like the only thing. Because it's bolt action. Other than that.
I think off the top of my head is the trigger. I think there was something else, but I can't recall exactly what it was. But overall, it's a very reliable gun. They've been pretty popular with us.
It's FN, so it's good.
That's pretty good though, because I mean, if you really for some reason don't like the trigger, it's great that you can go get an AR trigger that's better. You know.
I think we had a customer who actually swapped his out recently, and it worked out for him. I think the last one we sold was upstairs in the retail store, and then I think he bought it, and then he told us how he swapped for the trigger, and he's had great success with it so far. So
good to hear.
Yeah, they're great guns, FNs. I like my FN.
I'm trying to think what else is really popular. Generally, just tactical rifles that are not restricted. Those things tend to go really fast as well, because you can. It's like the Type 97s, and we had those. Those were all selling quite regularly, because you basically have like an AR platform, same magazines, same round. You can take it up to push of you.
It's from you flash against you. I'm like beaten up.
Let's see.
Good job, baby.
Gucci time after.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Go on, Ryan.
Yeah, so just rifles that are tactical and are not restricted. In terms of handguns, we do a lot of Glocks. I mean, Glocks are basically selling, at least a couple times a week. I have a transfer Glock over just because they're so simple and they're popular and it's going to work. What else?
What's the most snowflakey Glock you guys sell?
It's like snowflakey. What do you mean by snowflakey? Just like in terms of like how cheap it is.
No, like how special, like in a 45 gap ported slided long barreled.
Yeah, what's the particular Glock you've got?
I think we have. Oh god, what model is that? I think it's a. What model is this? It has like a long slide. It has the MOS mount for like putting the red dots on it. I think it's a Glock 37 long slide or something like that, and this looks ridiculous in my opinion, but some people like it. We have a couple of those, I think. And I think I've only sold one of them so far. Or is it a Glock 41? I think actually it may have been a Glock 41 actually. I think we have one of the Vault right now. I think that long slide Glocks look kind of silly in my opinion. That's just me though. I mean, people love them. I just prefer like the shorter Glocks. That's just my thing, right?
They're more for competition. It's more to get that longer sight radius.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
Hey, that's a nice segue, Adriel. Tell us about your black badge course.
Okay, I ran my black badge course this weekend. It was a lot of fun, a lot of work. Okay, so if you run your black badge, like what you'll get is going to change depending on which province you take it in. One of the guys that's on one of the podcasts I'm on, he does training in New Brunswick, and apparently there it's like they're training you to pass a test, so they get you qualified, and then they use one of the days to get you qualified to actually run you through like a sanctioned level 2 match, which is part of your black badges. You have to do that. In Alberta and Ontario and BC, it's different than that, and maybe other provinces. I'm not quite sure. But in Alberta here, my black badge was 2 days of like huge, like high volume shooting, and like just a ton of shooting. We each did like 650 rounds, 700 rounds, that kind of thing. So it was a lot of trigger time, a lot of practice doing shooting on the move, fundamentals, that kind of thing, and a lot of holster work, a lot of like practicing how to like do the running backwards, pointing the gun at downrange and not pointing at anyone. Let's see here. We had like a mini stage at the end of it, so we ran a stage. They got a couple of IPSC shooters who are like already qualified to come out and like shoot against us and kick our butt. And yeah, I mean, like $300 for a course of that length, not that bad in my opinion.
I got a noob question. What is a black badge? I know it's a certification, but like, what exactly does it entail?
It certifies you to shoot IPSC. In IPSC Canada, they have a qualification course that you have to go through before you can start shooting IPSC. If you show up in the U.S., like every Tom, Dick, and Harry can like grab a Glock from their local store and just show up to an IPSC course and start shooting it safely or not, right? So this is a 2-day course to practice for that. So that's
cool.
That's what it's designed for. But again, it sounds like the different provinces will do different things. Some of them are more, let's get you certified, let's get you into a course, and some of them are, let's get a fuckload of trigger time on your pistol and get you good at shooting pistols. And that's what the Alberta one was for anyways.
I don't even know if we have IPSC out here.
Probably.
I'd say we probably do.
In 2 weeks, there is an IPSC match here in Victoria.
Cool.
I didn't know that.
Everywhere, yeah. It's the most popular competitive sport in terms of shooting, right? There's so many of them out there, and it's very standardized in terms of like what you get and all that kind of stuff. It's tracked and whatnot. So
what did you bring for like? So is it just purely handgun, or is it
purely handgun? I ran, well, minus the holster. I ran this setup here. I picked up a new double alpha belt. These are a lot stiffer than the other belt I had. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm holding it from one side, and it's barely bending, even though it's got a pistol on the other side of this thing. So they're very stiff. Really nice belts. And MD Gardner sells these, and they're like $50. That's how much I paid for mine. I'm running these shitty eBay mag pouches on the side. They were fine. Nothing wrong with them. And I ran a chopped, here, let me grab the holster I used for the course.
What gun did you use?
An FNS alongside. They're like $600.
Sick, yeah.
Fucking sweet deal. And
yeah, that's pretty sweet.
In terms of the mini match that they had at the end, I won. I beat even the IPSC shooters that they brought out there. And they had like guns with better triggers and whatnot. This is like just a fucking production pistol, right? Just a alongside FNS, right? That was fun, though.
That PAR still treating you well?
Oh, speaking of that PAR,
what did you do?
I met with Alkali Feldspar the other day because we're both in Edmonton. So I met him actually last night, and we had a beer, and he gave me one of these to try on the PAR.
Sick.
Cool, right? So it's a bead blasted 30 cal muzzle brake. And
wait, are you talking about Alkali?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit, man! You met him?
I bought my Stoker from him. He's in Edmonton.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, so I met him for some beers, and I'm like, hey, hook me up with some of your stuff. I'll review it and do a video and pictures and that kind of thing. So he passed me off one of these. I'll send it back. It's got like the gills are a little bit tighter in on the top versus the bottom, so it should push it down. Which I'm gonna try this on the PAR because it's not like 308 has that much recoil, but I want to try it anyways. So I'm going to run that guy. What else did I get here? He also gave me one of these SKS magazine blocks, so you can chop your Tapco mags and chop the frickin' like big duckbill off them. Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. So this should make for like a more compact magazine that you can take hunting or doing whatever you do with your SKS kind of thing. And it just kind of like clicks on there kind of a thing. So I haven't installed it yet because I just got it last night, but I'm going to install those on my SKS. And I think you might have seen I got this set up here, and this is using Gun Canuck's holster for his FNS, and this that he graciously sent to me, my FNS. And it's using a G-code holster paddle drop offset thingamabob there.
Yeah, where'd you get the add-on from with the holster? Did you just buy it from his local shop?
I got it from what's their name? Press Check Ventures.
Oh, okay.
They run a bunch of G-code stuff, so I just got it from them, and it fits. Look at that! Now my holster, now my fucking gun doesn't stick through my holster. Because where's that other? The fuck did I do? Oh, there we go. The other one was just a chopped regular length. So I chopped the end of it off, and I looked like a fucking hobo, like running around with half a holster on the range. Now I finally got one that covers the whole damn thing. Yay!
It's a nice one too.
I want to do my holster training course here in Victoria, but the only handgun I have is my 8-inch barrel 357.
Do it!
And I cannot find a holster for it. I actually sent Impmeister on a run. He's in the US right now, just doing a tour of a bunch of places. And he's been stopping on every gun store he comes across, trying to find a 357 Magnum revolver holster for an 8-inch barrel revolver, and there is just nobody that carries that thing.
Well, why don't you get a custom-made leather one?
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll drop $200 on a holster, no biggie.
Fuck off. You're
gonna drop way more than that on ammo for the day. So check your.
I'm making my own ammo, baby. 38 specials all the day.
Oh, you'll be fine then. You'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I plan to arrive to this holster course with a baggie full of speed loaders.
Like a whole baggie.
You'll need them. You'll need them. Me and two of my friends showed up. We had one of those Costco buckets of detergent with like all full of 9mm, and we ran it right to the bottom. And I'm like, there's no way we're gonna use all this ammo. We just brought a ridiculous amount, and we ran it. It's just a lot of ammo, right? Like that was right around 2,100 rounds.
Well,
that all three of us shot. It's a lot of ammo.
So 700 rounds each. That's pretty good.
Oh,
Oh,
look at
so
you,
fucking
mister. I can do math quickly in my head.
fucking
Clover.
Bonneville.
Fuck off, Crover. How about that?
Bonneville's range has this weird drum thing that's got these like rubber fingers that point down, and you roll it. So we ran this course on just one little range. So we ran this thing over, and we picked up 3,000, 4,000 brass kind of thing. You just like roll it over the grass, and it just picks up all the brass. So we picked up like a ton of the stuff that we had left behind. So
Weird.
now we just got to reload all of it. It was fucking sweet. Like you've seen the metal ones at some ranges where you push it over and it'll get the metal ones. Doesn't work for brass. This thing had like little rubber fingers that would like go over and like sweep it into a bin. So it would like just pick up the brass.
Yeah, no, I save all my brass. I think I did a shell count after I got my press, and I think I had like 500 pieces of brass between 38 special and 357 Magnum. Or I should have had 500, and I was only missing like 12. So I did a good job of basically keeping every single piece of brass that I shot out of my lever action. Now I get to reload all that for my hand cannon.
Yeah, well, especially if you're going to use that for your handgun qualification course. Is that something specific to Victoria? Like, do you have to do that?
No. It's just the holster training course for the range, so that I can wear my holster with my handgun at the range.
It would be really nice if those guys would fucking standardize what they want for those. Like, if everyone's got to take the black badge, just make everyone take it. If there's course specific, do course specific. But I don't know, like fucking.
As far as I understand, this is just a holster training course. They also offer a handgun essentials course.
Yeah. They do that in Ontario too.
I think that every once in a while they offer a black badge course for IPSC.
Mm-hmm.
They do that in Ontario as well. Silverdale does that. They offer a holster course and a handgun training course.
Yeah.
That stuff's so expensive too.
You know, the really weird part was I was shooting my 22, the Victory, which by the way, that's awesome, but Ruger just totally upstaged them with their Mark IV, but I digress. The guy said that he had taken the Handguns Essentials course at the Vic range here, and he had the weirdest grip on a pistol I have ever seen in my life. He was holding, of course, with strong hand around the grip, right? But his weak hand was underneath, in front of the trigger guard, hugging the underside of the frame.
So he had a bad grip.
Yeah, but the thing was, he said that that's what they told him to do at the Handgun Essentials course.
He fucking made something up after he went, or he wasn't comfortable with it, because no one's gonna fucking hold like that on the fucking. Doing. Yeah, no one's gonna do that. That's fucking horseshit. I mean, you're supposed to run a standard like thumb forward kind of a grip.
Oh yeah, no. As soon as I showed him that, he was like blown away, but he suddenly was hitting the fucking target because like he was just all over the fucking place. Yeah, it was crazy, and it was like, oh yeah. And by the way, that's when I tried an M&P 9 stock trigger. Holy shit, that is the worst trigger I've ever felt in my life.
Well, if you're comparing it to like your single stage revolver, yeah, compare it to your double stage revolver though, and it's not that bad.
No. The double stage is like, yeah, it's heavy, but you pull through it, and it's a smooth, heavy pull. This thing, I swear to God, must have been like 12, 13, 14, 15 pounds.
This is the thing.
And it was creepy, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? Is this broken? Is the safety on? Then I remember the goddamn fucking M&P 9s don't have an external safety. So I was like, what the shit? And then I finally like squeezed it really fucking hard, and the thing went off. So this guy not only had like the worst grip on a handgun ever, he had the worst trigger ever felt on a double action.
Huh. Yeah, special. Well, it should be like 12. It should be like 6 pounds, somewhere around there.
Yeah, no, that was a 12-pound trigger. I swear to God, it was one of those fucking New York triggers that the Glocks have.
New York triggers.
Yeah, you know that story, Andrew?
No, I don't.
So the NYPD has extra heavy Glock triggers to ensure their cops don't shoot civilians. But in the process of doing that, they make their cops have such heavy trigger pulls that they can't accurately shoot, and they still end up shooting civilians.
Well, and they end up as matter of practice preloading the trigger when there's like nothing in particular. So there could be like a traffic stop. Their finger will be on the fucking trigger, because they have to pull that shit right through, and they know that that's quote unquote like safe to have their finger on the trigger. What they should be doing is proper trigger discipline, keeping their finger like on the side instead of like on the trigger, like ready to fucking blast them.
Oh yeah, and did you guys see some guy in New Brunswick? A cop shot himself at the range.
Oh god.
Yeah.
What's the reasoning for having a heavier trigger pull somehow being safer for civilians? I'm not understanding.
So that when they put their booger hook on the bang switch, it doesn't go bang when they get nervous and jittery.
I guess, but trigger discipline would fix that problem.
Yeah,
it's magical. Don't put your finger on the fucking trigger until you're ready to fire.
They teach you on your fire.
Ready, not ready. Ready, not ready. That ain't heard.
See, even yeah. I mean, I'd take a fucking Mosin trigger on a fucking pistol over an NYPD trigger.
Not dead. Dead, not dead.
Yeah,
so see, like you're a cop on the street and someone shoot like, oh, I'm trying to get him. This trigger is so heavy. I'm trying to defend myself.
Handgun. What's that? What's that?
This is a cheap little Norinco NZ85. I've actually never seen another one before. This is like their CZ75 knockoff, essentially. Funny story behind this thing. This is what we call like the Wanstalls gun, because basically this thing has been circulating all the staff for a long time. So basically the rule is like whenever we hire somebody new, like once a year, the new person has to buy the gun. We say like, okay, the previous owner must sell you the gun. So I got it from Tyson, and Tyson got it from, I think, someone named Dan. He used to work like years before. And so whenever a new guy comes, we say, hey, this is your first lowest restricted here. You have to come buy this gun from us. Our tradition. But this thing's actually quite accurate. I mean, I paid like $100 for my coworker, and he actually has a deal. And he has a CZ SP01 Shadow, I think. And this thing was actually shooting, relatively on par of it, believe it or not. And so I'm pretty impressed with it.
If I was gonna buy a 9mm, it would be a Shadow, just because I know that if I buy that one, I will never have to upgrade, because that's just it. That's it. It's the perfect entry level.
With my FN.
Fuck you! I want a CZ.
Fuck your CZ.
No, fuck you! I don't want no Belgian gat. I want a Czech gat.
Belgium. This is American.
FN isn't FN Belgian?
No.
Yeah,
no,
but they made an American.
Oh, okay.
They're both.
I don't want no goddamn Yankee gun.
They're both collaborate together, kind of. Well, you have to understand from John Brown. Oh, go for all weapons. He explains it to you. Can't I don't because in 1889 there's something collaborated with John Browning moving to Belgium to help them.
I remember that story.
Yeah.
But okay. Now on to serious business. There was Super Serial, guys. Super Serial for top post of the week, folks. It was so dank. It was so very, very dank.
Incredible.
Let's see what we got. What we got?
It's on the side. No, I sent it to you already.
No, we're not. I can't put that up on the.
Yes, you can. Do it.
No.
Do it.
No. So there was a student puts down books, picks up guns in Manitoba University hunting course.
That's a shit post, you guys, on the side there.
I really wanted to take a course like this in university, but they don't have those in Calgary, it seems, and I'm kind of surprised. Then we had this, which I happened to find a great idea. This guy over here from Caliber Magazine, CJ, he's just been on the up and up, just posting and keeping a nice active presence on the community. And in one of his posts, his introductory posts, of course, we had lots of great discussion by lots of different people about how to communicate and, create a public awareness campaign for firearms. And then we had dankness also in this post.
Dank doesn't even begin to describe that, Cobra.
Oh yeah, no. Caliber wanted to make a reality my dream of getting dick butt on the cover of a major publication, and so this happened.
You gonna frame it?
Yeah. Yeah, it happened, folks. The man, the myth, the legend, the dick butt. Online gun experts agree on nothing ever, so stop asking what AR-15 is best, because you'll get the same 310 answers. The tagline of this issue was how Reddit consumes your soul like the appetite of a demonic plague. And to answer their question, what's with the sombrero, bruh? Honestly, nothing. It's just funny because I'm a foreigner, and the sombrero makes it funnier because I'm a foreigner. And yes, folks, you got it right here. Caliber, the Canadian Firearms magazine, now featuring Dick Butt.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It is glorious.
I'm actually until it's an alternate color cover for their next edition.
It should, but I am gonna frame this and put it up. It's amazing.
Sick.
And then we have a 1960s fear-mongering piece. It was a very interesting video. I believe it was a small Toronto station. It was a report on how a 15-year-old could just go into a store, buy a rifle, which happened to be a beautiful Mauser K98 with a scope, a box of shells for, I think they said it was $100.
What?
Back in the day. Yeah, it was crazy. In the 1960s, that's what you could get. You could go into the store, 15 years old, buy a Mauser K98 with a scope.
Original Mauser K98 with a scope, like original scope?
Yeah.
What? That's fucking unfair.
Yeah, it was great. Like the store literally on the front, it said surplus. And they had just a wall of awesome. But yeah, it was actually a fear-mongering piece almost. They were just going like, oh yeah, I can't believe. He's like, you can just go buy this rifle and you can take it to City Hall and start unwrapping it and nobody's gonna bat an eye. It was very agenda-y, but enough of that. We have a plot twist on the farmer vigilante squads that the CBC likes to spin up to be. It actually seems that those pictures of guns in farm equipment was just a joke between all the farmers. Also, we have a response by the RCMP about said farmers taking up arms. Let us do our jobs. Okay, RCMP. When your response time is not an hour and a half, or if you bother to show up at all, then yeah.
Given that carrying a firearm for self-defense is illegal in Canada, do you think they said it was a joke so that they weren't potentially carrying illegally?
Well, I don't know. Jenner, do you want to chime in?
On what's this? Sorry.
The Saskatchewan farmers carrying guns. So I mean, like all farmers carry guns doing like random farm stuff, right? They're going to carry an SKS or a 22 or whatever, and have it on them. A lot of them circulated photos of themselves with their guns and their combines and that kind of stuff, saying like they're ready for anything, kind of thing. But I mean, they're already in there to start with, right? A lot of people travel.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The problem is in Canada, it's intent, right? It comes down to if you have a gun and you're like, this gun's for self-defense. Well, you can't do that because you can't carry a gun for self-defense in Canada. You can carry a gun to shoot coyotes, and it doesn't matter what kind of gun that is. You can carry a T97 to shoot coyotes. You can carry an SKS to shoot coyotes. Doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Except in Funland, it's got to be a 22 caliber.
It even goes one step further. So yeah, if I'm going out in the fields in the truck or on foot or in the tractor or whatever, there's chances are there's a gun with me. But even past that, a lot of times there's a gun just somewhere nearby because I do have coyotes to come into my yard or porcupines to eat the apple trees or whatever, right? And if you look at the firearms code, there is provision for you to do exactly that, have a firearm available to blast that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, the stipulation is if I leave my house, then I need to lock that gun up before I leave. But if I'm around, totally okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe like my tinfoil hat here says that they're like, hey, someone tipped them off. Like you can't say you've got all these guns for self-defense. Say that you're using them for coyotes or whatever, or just say that you're using them for fun, and at least then you're covered because it's fucking intent. I can't believe we have laws based on intent like that for like it's the difference between carrying an SKS and saying I use this for defense and I'm going to go in the woods and operate with this thing, and saying I like to shoot stuff with my SKS. That's why I have it. It's stupid. Anyways, rant off.
No, it's a point that needs to be reminded because of the amount of people that Really, Elixir? That's your username?
What? You haven't noticed that before?
I haven't noticed that before. I like it. Anyways,
what about it?
It's dank. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, Jenner, you have an on-air review that you want to do, don't you?
Right.
Well, sort of. Basically, I'm just really curious. So I've got this package here. Came from Canada Ammo, unopened.
Oh.
I went ahead and I did it. I ordered the windshield wipers. I want to know if they're actually
Can you lock his
windshield
screen?
wipers.
Unlocked.
Okay, so I just opened it up
Ryan,
there.
you guys need to get into this business side. You know, you need automotive parts and more stalls.
Windshield wipers.
Yep.
I was ordering some other
Big box
stuff.
of windshield wipers.
I know. Look at all this paper.
Watch this. It's actually like a free rifle.
So I've got some primers. I was going to try out the Dominion Arms pistol primers, just to see. I've got, holy cow. Oh, there they are.
Oh, they're actual windshield wipers. Damn
3
it.
boxes of 25 auto. But I guess it's not code for something. These are actually windshield wipers.
What?
24-inch, tactical black. I think they were $2.99 each. That's a good deal.
That's a fucking smoking deal.
Yeah,
Look at those
that.
babies.
I was hoping it was code for something, but apparently windshield wipers does mean windshield wipers.
There's some of them. Those are the assault wipers, man. They're tactical. They should be
That's
banned
right.
and taken off our streets.
Yeah.
So
I've ordered from Canada Ammo for a lot of years, and I always thought windshield wipers. That's weird. And, this got me over the $200 free shipping. So there we go.
Okay.
So somebody in Canada Ammo packed that up, and they're like, "Why the fuck did he buy windshield wipers?" Like,
Okay. We need a comment from another industry representative. Ryan, care to discuss if
What
One
was the
Stall is
shittiest
gonna
gun you ever
jump
sold?
into the auto parts business?
Well, I mean, so as a company, we're always looking to expand our clientele range, right? I mean, if you can service people who want to buy some wipers or some motor oil, maybe we could, have a little section on the website for that.
Just combine it with some.
I didn't know that Canada Ammo sold wipers. I'm actually gonna look this up right now because I'm kind of curious how they came into that. And why they're packing up wipers on the website.
oh my god.
What is that? What was that, Jenner?
Oh, one of the boxes of 25 auto busted open. That is,
So what's the 25 auto for? Like, what do you have that shoots 25
Oh,
auto?
it's for his hooker gun.
I've got
right.
an antique revolver. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
What an amateur shipper. He didn't properly secure the goods in the box. He just crumpled up some newspaper and thrown it in a box. Oh, yeah, this is good enough. Oh, yeah.
Well, the other 2 boxes were okay, but otherwise.
At least it's not freaking Cabela's, man. Oh
Are they
my
bad for
god.
shipping?
I don't know.
The worst shipping
I guess
country.
since you work at a retailer, you don't have to order much in. But oh my god, is Cabela's bad for shipping? Now, this may have something to do for the fact that they were moving warehouses right around the time that I made this shipping.
Mhm.
But to make a long story short, I ordered, let's say, 4 boxes of 22 ammo.
Okay.
Each one a different type. So 2 were CCI and 2 were Remington. 2 were Federal. And I never get an invoice. Problem number 1. I call in and they cannot contact shipping because the customer service is in Winnipeg, but the shipping is in Calgary. And they actually don't have the number for the shipping side of Cabela's. Number 2. Number 3, a package randomly show up on my door. And it's the ammo that I ordered, but only half the order.
Okay.
And then I checked the website, and in the span of like a day or so, they had gone from out of stock to stock to out of stock again on the same item. So I don't know what their tracking software is like. And then number 4, the rest of the order shows up, but it is the complete order. So
What?
I got,
Bonus ammo or what?
I got bonus ammo.
All right. It's kind of weird.
And then here's the kicker.
Oh god.
I got another box
A third box.
with the second half of the order
No
was the
fucking
initial
way.
box. So I got twice the ammo.
I don't understand how they pulled it off though. It's like you have 5 different guys like process the same package. Oh yeah, so it looks like you left up over here. I'll continue this. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, they bought a good company too. They started off with SAR Mail Order, which is out of Winnipeg. They bought them, and that they had the SAR had good service on their shipping. I remember buying stuff from them way back and shipped same day a lot of the time, and they had a good business going. So for them to fuck that up is disappointing.
For sure.
Yeah, no, the best one, and this was actually more savage than Cabela's, but I ordered the left-handed Savage Mark II, the Woodstock one, and I got that rifle 3 times because all 3 of them came with properly indexed and badly tapped scope base holes on the receiver. All 3 of them.
Weird.
Wow.
I guess it was just a bad batch, but they just I got that package from Cabela's 3 times, and at the end I just asked for my money back, and I went and ordered a bunch of shit off them, and then I bought. Who did I buy that rifle from? I bought that rifle off the Canadian Tire in Langford here in BC. That just happened to be carrying that left-handed Woodstock Mark II. So yeah, that's what ordering is like for Cabela's, and the horror stories with order in Cabela's happen. I mean, they just creep up right around the time that they do their big sales. I think every once in a while in the subreddit, there's just 2 or 3 stories of people getting absolutely fucked over by Cabela's. Yeah,
I mean, with my experience of them, ever since they opened up, I think they opened up a store in Surrey recently, and then ever since they opened up, about once or twice a week, we have a customer coming as a rifle when he has a scope mounted there. And he says, "Oh, well, this thing won't shoot straight." And we examine the rifle, and sure enough, it's mounted with the wrong rings, or it's not mounted properly, or the rings are too high for a scope, for example. So oftentimes we have to correct some of their mistakes, I find. I haven't bought them before, so I have no personal horror stories, but for the most part, for us, just our level, we're just trying to fix some of their mistakes in regards to mounting scopes and bore sighting and whatnot.
Now, you guys do in-house bore sighting for packaged guns, or do the packaged guns come with the scope on?
It depends. So the Mossberg Patriot scope combos, those already have the scope mounted inside the box. I think most guns that come with a scope from the factory, they already come pre-mounted and pre-bore sighted from the factory. But then whenever you buy from us, though, you could always put a comment hey, so you guys could you mount the scope and bore sight it for me? We could typically just do that kind of thing. For the upstairs, they do that service all the time. They charge a bit of labor for it. I can't recall off the top of my head exactly how much they charge. But then, for the online guys, there's been multiple occasions where you've had a pretty big order, and you go, you know what, he's already spent a couple grand. We'll just do this work for him and do the favor kind of thing. So we try to be cool like that. But yeah, so we do a bunch of services like that in the store. But we try to have lots of rings available for different optics and different kinds of rifles and stuff like that. So
now, speaking of large orders. Are you able to discuss obnoxiously large orders that you may have had?
Yeah, I mean, let's think. By large, I mean just general pricing. And obviously, we occasionally have a guy who Gary's been talking to for months who finally orders a Wilson Combat, and he spends $8,000, $9,000 on a single pistol, taxes and shipping included or whatever. And I've had a couple orders where people have ordered 6 rifles and 10 accessories, and the total's $4 grand. And it just takes me a whole day to pick it and make sure I have everything ready to go and I'm not forgetting anything or whatever. But typically, I think the average invoice is maybe 1,000 or so. You very rarely have guys who go over a couple grand in terms of the value of their order.
Okay. Now I have a question for you.
Sure.
You know what this is?
Is that a Mossberg 590?
No.
500?
No. Look at the forend. It's very special.
I can't recall.
Special. No, this is a Remington MCS.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's the fancy military 870.
It's cool.
Yeah, and it has this. It's got a quick detach stock system.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Now this guy is supposed to have a kit. Now they are sold by Canada Ammo in this configuration without their kit. In the US they are available, but they're an NFA controlled item.
Mm-hmm.
And I am wondering, do you guys import parts?
We try to. I mean, like, we try to bring in whenever a customer requests for the most part. Like, we have, like, suppliers and, like, for basically any firearm, like, for the most part, a customer could call us and go, hey, could you bring in this rifle? And we can make a few phone calls usually if we can. For parts, we carry lots of AR parts in, like, 1911 parts, but we can definitely make a few phone calls about that shotgun part there. You have my information on Reddit. Maybe it's toss me a PM tomorrow or something. And I can write up by Gary when he's in the office with me and say, hey, like, could we call one of our suppliers and see if we could have this part brought in? And I'll let you know if we can in a timeline or that kind of idea.
Yeah,
so we try to fill whatever request we get.
The part that I'm looking for is actually like this shotgun can be configured to be a breaching shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, there is a 10-inch barrel that basically ends here at the muzzle, and then there is a literal pistol grip that you're just supposed to stick right up against the door, and it actually looks a lot like a revolver profile.
So it's super short, super compact kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't really put it together because then I would have to register as a restricted, but I just kind of want that part just for shits and giggles, you know?
Oh, yeah, like a shit hits the fan kind of shotgun ready to go. Okay. Donald Trump is the president here to time to assemble my shotgun. Here we go.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know, I don't know if you know, but Janitor Pants and I we've been trying really hard to make a mount for this so that we can mount this shotgun to an AR.
Oh, so like it's like in the bottom of an AR kind of thing. It's like
it's gonna be a master key shotgun.
That would be badass. That would be so badass.
And I think
3-in-1 gun.
The 3-in-1 gun. We're also gonna put a pistol on the side at some point, and then we're gonna make our own league, the 3-in-1 league.
That's pretty cool.
Yes. This is all serious, by the way. This will happen.
Oh, yeah. Do it, man.
Yeah.
You have my blessing. Go for it, man. That's awesome.
Oh man!
If we can get that pistol grip, that might help. Adriel is on his way because he already found a way to mount his handgun to his AR.
How did he do that? How did he pull
Adriel, care to demonstrate? Do you have the parts handy?
Oh,
Please.
let's see. Yeah, I've got it over here somewhere.
I'm genuinely curious. I would love to see this.
Oh,
so it's a. Where is that thing? It's a clamp. It's a clamp that mounts to the bottom of your pick rail on your pistol, and then puts a rail on top, normally for sights. Let's see. Maybe I've got my bin on my side here. And all you need to do then is clamp it to some pick rail on your AR, and you're good to go. Is that it? Yeah, that's it right here.
And trust us, Ryan. This has a future. This will happen.
So you pop that guy on your pistol, and then that guy clamps onto your AR.
No way. That is really cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
looks
so-
good on you, Adriel.
What's that?
yeah.
So the holster looks good on you.
It fucking feels good. It's a little bit like dropped and offset, so it's kind of off to the side there. I don't know about the. I don't know if I need the retention on there.
Well, you can screw it off, eh? You
Yeah.
wanted to.
It's kind of
Now,
neat.
Adriel, how do you react in high speed, low drag situations?
You operate. Fucking bam, 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 bam. One-handed. You don't need two. Then you pull your mags from your Chinese mag pouches. Mag pouches.
Does anybody have any new guns to show?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Hey, how about Ryan? What's your funnest gun that you own now, or like what's the oddball of your collection?
Yeah, oddball.
Yeah.
Remember I bought a Stevens, I think it's a 620 shotgun, like from my boss, like a year ago. I paid him like $10 for it. I don't have it here. I have it at my dad's house. I have some. So I actually recently moved out about 2 months ago. I still have some of my guns at my dad's house right now. But it's like a old like Second World War era shotgun. It has like a heat shield and shit. Looks absolutely badass. But then it has no extractor. I think it's missing an extractor. So I gotta find that part. And I think I called up Western Gun Parts and they didn't have it. But I wish I could show you guys. Actually, maybe I can find a picture and put it in the chat. 1 second.
Call up Savage themselves.
Right. I have a question for you. You know AR you like the lower? So with that, am I able to make that to a carbine full length?
Yeah, you should be able to. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
We've had a couple customers do.
Because I want to make mine to a carbine. I was just curious. I'm still new to AR stuff.
Oh yeah. For sure.
So when you say carbine, like, are you talking like you want it to be like a short barreled AR?
Yeah, like a 16-inch.
Oh, that's mid-length. Try to get a mid-length gas system with that if you can, because it'll be a little bit softer shooting it. So like with your gas tube lengths on an AR, you've got like rifle length, which the gas tube will be really long and the impulse on it will be really soft. You've got mid-length, which is kind of new, and then you got carbine length. Carbine length is the shortest one. It just kind of it's a lot of pressure to put onto the bolt. You don't really need it on most ARs. So if you can get mid-length where possible, it'll be a little bit smoother.
Yeah, that's the plan. I wanted like a 16-inch. I thought that was good to get.
Yeah, they're cheap because that's the length they need in the States for it not to be an SBR.
Oh, okay. So where would I get one of those then?
The barrel or the upper?
Like everything.
Quastar, CTC supplies, RMGs.
Your shop sell it, right?
You don't have very many barrels left in stock right now, but like we have like all the forends and whatnot you need. I think you only have a couple barrels in. Like we have like a super short barrel, like we have like a 7.5-inch barrel right now or something ridiculous like that. And we had a couple Ghosts in Combat. I think they were 16.5, but those all sold. Normally we could have them in stock, but I just don't know exactly when they're going to come back in, kind of thing. But you can just type into Google and you should be able to find the parts wherever, essentially.
All right.
So Ryan, are you able to order in specific guns as well?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Do you have a username that I could reach you at then?
Yeah, if you want, you could just use my Reddit name. I can put that in chat here. It's just
that would be fantastic.
Just PM me whenever you want, kind of thing. I check it all the time at work, and I'm trying to think. And then you could always give us a phone call too, or toss us an email. We can look into it. There's very few times we can't bring in a firearm unless it's a prototype or something like that.
I have a question for you guys: steel mags or polymer? What are better?
What are you doing with it?
We're shoot it.
Fucking Beowulf mags.
Yep.
Beowulf?
Yeah.
Whichever ones you can find, the cheaper the better.
Oh, really? Those work well?
I mean, the what was it? The ones that used to be shit, Adriel, but they are better now.
Press Check Ventures. They've got a version 2 now. It's not that bad. You can get try to get CPD if you can, but Press Check Ventures got them. IMI when Canada Ammo has them.
Yeah, I don't want nothing Jewish. I don't want nothing Jewish. I want something good.
Okay.
Oh.
Just so you don't want nothing Jewish? Oh my fuck.
I want something good.
Oh, spicy.
Well, the Press Check Ventures ones are made in Canada. You can get some of those then.
All right. That sounds good.
Yeah, they're cheap too. Fucking Bullseye London's got them where you can get them direct.
All right. Hey, Janner, you got any updates on the master key mount? You're muted. You're muted.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, no, I've been busy with work. I haven't stopped over there at all to talk to him since last we talked. So he might have something sitting there for all I know, but I haven't been there to see him.
All right. All right, folks, do we have anything else we can talk about? We did top post of the week, right?
I have the world's longest 870 now.
Oh, yes! Show that thing. Oh, get some better lighting, please.
Yeah,
oh.
I'm not really sure how to do that in here.
God damn it. God damn it.
What's the crappiest gun you ever sold, Ryan?
Wait, hold up. Wait.
It's quite a few.
No, wait.
I don't know if you can see that. Not really.
Yeah, you can kind of see it. Just.
What about your light? Do I have a light inside your room?
Not on that side.
Oh, it just keeps going, eh?
How fucking long is that, Clement?
That is a 30-inch barrel.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
That's a Labrador type shotgun is what I would call that. The guys
Yeah.
up there love the long ones, man. Anybody else just catch what I said?
Yeah. You fucking weirdo.
I didn't even fucking mean it.
Yeah, there you go.
Target.
It's a target barrel.
I found it on CGN a week ago because I was looking for a blued one for this Wingmaster, and I wanted.
Hey! Whose gun is that? Where'd you get it from?
I got it from you, baby.
It's good to see that it's got chokes in there. That's good.
Yeah, that's a pretty rare thing to find from what I've been able to tell.
Yeah, usually they come with just like a fixed full or a fixed.
No. The only 870 barrels that are choked are new production ones, and the Wingmaster new production barrels have a different finish on them that looks like shit. It is not bluing. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it just looks like a black, glossy finish, and I hate it.
Yeah, and this is blued, and nicely enough, it actually matches the bluing on the receiver pretty well, perfectly. So.
Oh god, that gun looks so goddamn sexy. I love it.
Yeah, and it's I haven't shot it yet. I'm actually gonna take my dad out and shoot trap tomorrow. He's never been.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Has a mid bead. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work.
It's just there to help you, put your eye in the ball on the ball.
Put your eye in the ball.
Anyway.
You know what I mean. Track the target. Fuck you. I'm for it.
Eye on the ball.
Eye on the ball. What he said. The expression that I am unable to quote at the moment. Now, back to Ryan. What's the shittiest gun you've sold?
Well, in terms of new guns, a little while ago we had these Yard or Jarred rifles. Those were absolute turds, and then they had a 100% return rate.
Which ones?
The Jarred rifles. Those came in a couple years ago. I think some of our owners were excited because oh man, so this gun is super tactical and it's not restricted and it's awesome. Like, people are gonna love it. And they sold, and there's absolute turd cans. They're so bad. Let's see. We've sold like some used guns before that were really bad. Well, not bad, but just like just ugly or something, or just totally like bubbled up. Like, I remember one guy brought in like a custom Mosin he made. Like, he sawed off the stock and like gave it a pistol grip and it had like a red dot on it. And we're like, man, like, we'll give you $20 for this gun if you just leave it. We'll destroy it for you, kind of thing. And then we find this people never sell, but then some young guy came, oh, this gun is so cool, I want it so bad. We're like, yeah, you can have it, sure, man, like, whatever. You give us like $60 for you, take it, get out of here with it, kind of thing. And he took it. So we sold some used guns like that, like we just cringe at, but someone loves it. I mean, like, one man's trash is someone else's treasure, kind of thing, right? But in terms of like new guns, we try to only sell guns that we're familiar with. That we know that are total garbage. Yeah, so it's mostly just used guns that we've bought in the past and flip them over and go, yeah, like, these guns are absolutely horrendous, but whatever, if you want it, man, it's yours, kind of thing.
Now, that Mosin that you sold, how bubba are we talking about?
The customer took a drill and like he drilled a Picatinny rail into the receiver. Like, he just drilled it. It was like he bought like one of those Magpul. I think it was metal. So it's like a generic Picatinny rail. So this thing was not properly mounted at all, and he just put a hole right in the receiver. I'm surprised it was safe to shoot, but it seemed to check out okay. And like, how you can like put a rail on a Mosin. So like, you have the right way of doing it, and you have a guy in his garage just taking a drill and going, nah, I'll put a rail on this thing, and then it was like off center and like on an angle, and he slapped like a Browning buckmark reflex head. And I'm like, man, this thing's gonna fly off. I'm surprised this buckmark that even stays on it. And then the stock was just like sawed off and like sanded, and like he put like a little plastic AR grip on it somehow. And then he like spray painted the stock black, just like literal, this like matte black spray painted it. And I'm like, you know what? Like, we don't even want the gun, and we didn't want to buy it. And the guy's like, "Come on, man, make me an offer, but we'll give you $20 if you just like take it and go," kind of thing. And then he took it, and then he sold some guy like whatever.
So he put in all that work and he just gave it up like that.
Yeah, I think he realized what he had done, just wanted it gone kind of thing. He's like, "Man, what have I done? Like, I don't know why I did this, but it was pretty rough, and we were all cringing at it and like laughing at it. Like, man, like I feel bad for this once glorious, and that was in. Now it's a it's a broken image
of his former self.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to go for. And then someone loved it. Someone's like, "Oh, it's the coolest gun ever. This is so cool." He's like, "Yeah, I love this thing. How much you want?" Like, "Well, we weren't planning on selling it, I guess, but if you want, you can have it like for $60." He's like, "Sure." He's like, "Yeah, I'm so excited to get this thing out." I was like, "All right, man. Well, we recommend like not using that red dot. That probably will fly off a second you pull a trigger because it's built for a 22 pistol." So, but he wanted it. He wanted to get it, and I told him, "Man, like you don't really want this gun, but if you really want it, we'll give it to you for this price and sure." So that was probably the worst.
I wonder if after last week we saw that black eye, if like gun rat rods was going to be.
Oh, black eye. Have you seen that one, Ryan? We got to show you that thing.
I saw the picture of that. Yeah, I actually had a friend who was texting me about it. It was pretty funny. He's like, "Here, like, there's this picture."
It made the rounds. I love it. It made the rounds.
Yeah, I love how we just carved like black eye into the stock too. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Ryan, I have a question.
Sure.
On the website, on Wanstall's website, right there, I got a link in the chat. What is the difference between the SKS listed there for 230 and the SKS listed for like 460?
If I recall, the one for 460 is going to be the walnut stock variation. Let me just confirm it real fast. We got
it is.
Yeah, so that one there has a deluxe walnut stock, so it's exactly the same, but basically a company in Canada, when they brought it in, they swapped out the basic refurb stock like for a nice, smooth quality stock.
Shit, okay. That looks downright pretty. God damn.
So the gun actually is pretty good looking, and like the stock feels very nice. And that's why we have a more expensive price, is because it has a brand new aftermarket walnut stock on there. And the gun's very clean, so that's kind of like.
Is the stock longer? It looks longer.
The butt stock is a little bit longer, yeah. You know how like most Russian surplus is pretty stubby at the end? This one feels more like a regular hunting rifle, so it feels better to shoulder.
Yeah, SKSs feel like you're just like you got your face right up to, right up to the fucking like action. It's just like
it's because you do basically. It's right there essentially. Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, okay, I was just curious. Yeah. But and also the ones you got there for $239, those are still the like regular Russian wooden stock on them.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Not to take away any business from Ryan, but you could just pick up one of the used ones on CGN.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's so many. Like every day, there's like
every day.
So many.
How much are they? How much do they run for on CGN?
Like 200.
I mean, they're 205 because people are like, "Well, it's surplus. I can ask what I paid for it." Technically, I guess. And every once in a while, you get the guys that are actually 75% retail, so you can pick them up for 150.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
150 shipped.
What's that?
I said 150 shipped sometimes.
Yeah, 150 shipped sometimes. Yeah.
That's a good deal.
Cool.
So, so Ryan, do you also take care of the CGN business side?
I do mostly. Tyson takes care of that as well. Tyson, he makes the posts, and I typically like respond to PMs, and I respond like to comments in the forums and whatnot. For CGN, we typically all kind of reply whenever we have time. But I'd say it's actually probably Tyson who works for me, does most of the CGN stuff. But I also monitor the forums, and like we're all watching them and making sure that every question is answered for the most part.
Right on, right on. And God, what was I gonna say? Do you guys want access to the CanadaGuns CE?
The CanadaGuns what? Sorry.
The CanadaGuns Equipment Exchange.
Yeah, sure. I mean, why not? I mean, it's something good to have, kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah,
because we post. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, what the other business accounts have been doing are just like maybe like once a week or whenever you guys have a new sale, just throwing up a post on the Equipment Exchange.
Oh yeah, for sure, that'd be awesome. Yeah, because we put guns all the time regularly up in the Equipment Exchange, but if you have like a extra forum or something, we'd be more than happy to.
Yeah. I got banned last year, so we made our own.
Oh no! What'd you do, man? Were you a bad boy or something, or what?
It's the awesome rules of CGN. I had an SVT up with a bunch of tools on the Mill Surplus forum, and I had the tools by themselves on the accessories Mill Surplus forum, and then the rifle sold, and I edited the ad to say rifle sold, tools available still, and then they banned me for having 2 posts for the same item.
Oh, that's fun. All right then.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I was gone for 3 months, so I made a post on Canada Guns. What was it? Is I just got banned from CGN, so it was the Bender meme picture of we'll make our own equipment exchange for black hookers.
With hookers and booze, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so we did that, and we made our own equipment exchange. So I think we have like 3,000 users now.
Well, sure, man. I mean, by all means, like, I'm not sure how you give us access to that, but then we'd be happy.
Never mind, I lied. We only have 1,100 users, but you know what?
Yeah,
that's
something
people.
Snuff.
Yeah, it's in the ballpark.
Keep your eye in the ball.
Yeah. Hey, fuck you. Okay. What else, folks? Anybody else got anything to talk about? I think we have pretty much all the topics covered. Oh, yeah, no, that's it. Anything else? Anything else? Anybody?
No.
No? Well, then, folks, that's it. Today's a short one and a sweet one. I want to thank Ryan for coming
Thanks,
on.
guys, for having me.
You're welcome to come on again anytime you want.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd be happy to hear that.
Thanks, Ryan.
No problem.
Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Same time, same place, next week. Bye-bye.